Hello, Cancerians. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. Cancer, what an interesting time it is for your sign right now. Hence, I thought it would be a good time to check in and see how you're doing. As I record this, we're only 4 days after a full moon in Libra. Now, Libra is your fellow cardinal sign and therefore square to you, presenting quite the challenge in many ways. I'll say opportunities. And also, of course, the moon is your ruler, so that in and of itself would be important enough. However, let's go back to the new moon in Libra, which was October 5th of last year. At that time, Mars, the planet of fiery action, it's a very masculine energy, moved into your sign right around the new moon in Libra, which is interesting because on the 18th of April, which is a week after that new moon, it's actually Mars will finally leave your sign and go into Leo. It's been in your sign for 8 months. And couple that with a whole bunch of other astrological things affecting all of the cardinal signs, yourself and your opposite of Capricorn, Aries, and Libra, who also incidentally had the North and South node and eclipse season last year, affecting again all of the cardinals very strongly. This full moon in Libra that we just completed puts an end to a cycle that, well, actually goes back to 2008, but we won't get into that right now. The important part is, Cancer, that after an extended 8 month stay in your sign, Mars is about to leave and move into Leo, where Mars itself is a lot more comfortable. Leo is a masculine fire sign, Cancer, feminine water. When you put Mars in Cancer, you get a lot of emotional turbulence. You get it, I mean, it creates steam as well. It's fire and water, but that steam can be very internal, and it can, for all the world, feel like you've been stuck in the mud for the last 8 months. Okay, April 18th, coming up in a couple of days, Cancer, which means that right now Mars is sitting in the anaretic degree of your sign. That's the final degree. That's the highest concentration of the Cancerian energy. Things could certainly be reaching a peak for you right now. All right, from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, this is for any position of Cancer in your chart that you resonate with strongly. If you're here to cross-watch, you're welcome to be here, but keep in mind, the energy could certainly be vice versa or interchangeable. Okay, oh, it came out face up. That's pretty rare, Cancer. We have in the world, not of the world. Man, I love this card. Look at her emerging from the water so right away. But this can also be you coming alive again, but in a new sense of self. It's like, although we are humans, we are spirits having a human experience. We're in the world, we're not of it. And this is you finding that center within you. Very interesting. But also she's like emerging as if she's stretching awake out of the depths. It's beautiful. All right, let's go. Okay. I just felt look on the bottom, which I don't ever do with this deck. Look at this, Cancer, shock of the new. Look at all the sunflowers. I'm thinking about Leo there with Mars moving into Leo, but shock of the new coming out of the water after a very long time. That's pretty interesting, but also a whole new world. In January, your opposite sign, Capricorn season, Pluto, which has been in Capricorn for 16 years, entered Aquarius, whole new world. Okay, let's go to let's speak it. Let's go to the wisdom. Oh, I see. We have orphaned. Well, shock of the new and the new self. Maybe you feel like you're all alone in this new adventure. You could feel like other people or old communities or support systems you once had maybe you feel like left you behind, or vice versa. But that's the shock of the new, right? It's about standing alone. And in both of those cards, that looks like what's happening. Okay. Let us do one more for Cancer. Number 34 and number 5. Oh, interesting. 5s are all about change and transition. Okay, let's get you one more, Cancer. Round and round. This gives you the feeling of being caught in the spin cycle or stuck in the mud, right? Like things aren't moving forward. And you're kind of in the middle here, right? this orphaned card stuck in that spin by yourself. Interesting. Let's go to the star codes. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in somebody around you, or overall influencing the situation. You know what I just noticed though, Cancer? In the world, not of the world, 34, which is number 7. Round and round, 25, which reduced as number 7. Cancer, you are the 7th sign. There's Uranus coming in with change. Well, that is interesting, actually. Uranus is about to change signs. I think at the end of May. It's in Taurus right now, moving into Gemini. So that's active for Uranus, the planet of sudden change. It's Aquarius energy. Okay. Let's have another one. Shock of the new, right? There's the change. Venus. Wow. Well, Libra is ruled by Venus, so maybe that full moon had something to do with Venus for you. Venus is creativity, it's music, it's self-expression, it's love, it's money. But we do have an activation here. Okay. Change. Definitely to do with the heart, though. Whoa. Let's have 2 more for Cancer, please. Thank you. Interesting, because Uranus is number 25 here. We have another number 7. We have the journey or the progressions. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the clock, the hands of time up there on destiny's timing, on the universe's timing, which isn't always up to, well, rarely is it up to us, let's say. And then we have the 8th house, Scorpio's house, the house of the hidden, of the unknown, the occult, the psyche, something unfolding. I did feel a mystery, that's for sure. And the 8th house in Scorpio is all about mystery. Let's have one more. And then we have the 3rd house of communication. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe that spin cycle is about to come to an end. Let's get into it with the good tarot. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see what you're leaving behind. We have Uranus here, so that's big change. The Tower in the tarot is Uranus energy for me. We have 2 of Pentacles. That's a balancing act. That's about kind of biding your time and working with what you've got, waiting. And again, that's stuck in the mud energy. It's Capricorn energy, which is very interesting because we were talking about Capricorn. And it's coming in here with change. Okay. Ultimately, it is a card about patience. Let me see you now. Oh man, we have Aries energy. How interesting, since we're in Aries season. And also Aries is your fellow cardinal. Cardinal fire, your cardinal water. The Fool is all about new beginnings and a new path. It's about, I'm trying to talk into the mic, you guys, I keep forgetting. It is a fresh start. It's getting out of that spin cycle and setting foot on the new path that you've been waiting for. It's about going all in. I like that. I always say the Fool is neither foolish nor naive. It's actually about wisdom and trust in the self. The Fool may be the first card in the major arcana, but it's also the last. It's a circle. So it's a completion of a cycle where a lot of wisdom is gained. And this is, as I always say, knowing that either you're going to learn to fly or you will be caught when you take that leap. It's self-trust. Let's see where you're headed. The Fool travels without any weight, unencumbered. And I kind of get that feeling there too. We have the Ace of Swords. That's amazing. The Ace of Swords is clarity and it's truth. It's new beginnings. But we have the 3rd house of communication and the Fool. So this can be about speaking a truth as well. Maybe you've been trying to figure out what to say, how to do that. The incoming message of the Ace of Swords. Okay. Let me see the energy surrounding you. fellow water sign. Right now we have major, I think we have 5 planets in Pisces, a very high concentration, including the North Node, which is our destined path and future. But Cancer, the High Priestess, is also you. This is about intuition and that knowing that you get, like I said with the Fool, that certainty, trusting yourself. But it's coming in with the 8th house of mystery and the High Priestess. Very mysterious indeed. On the bottom of the deck, I see the 2 of Cups, the Venus in Cancer energy, soulmate energy. Okay, this is getting intriguing. What is in the Challenger blockage? The 6 of Pentacles. That can be about finances. It can be about stability for sure. And I do see here with the 2 of Pentacles, you kind of working with what you got. The 6 of Pentacles can be about reciprocity too, though. We'll see. I do have the House of Communication here. Maybe this is something a message you're waiting for as well. Can I see the outcome? I like seeing this earth energy come in for you because it's your opposite element. Forgot to mention Cancer, if there's a need for an extended, there will be a link in the description box below. Same for if you're interested in a personal session. Okay, what's going on here? We have the Hanged Man, more Pisces energy, I'm not surprised. And we do have this 2 of Pentacles. So what is happening? It's like keeping a silence until a particular time. I picked up the timing in that progressions too. This is about right things at the right time and handling it just the right way. But it has something to do with communication and speaking a truth. Okay. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This could be who you want to communicate with, but it could also be that this is going to require you have a lot of confidence in yourself. The Queen of Wands is very sure of who she is. And we do have this House of Mystery here. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's happening with the lights here. 2 of Earth in the recent past. Okay. Yeah. We have death and rebirth, Scorpio energy. 2025 in Chinese astrology is the year of the snake, which is all about rebirth and transformation. But this, again, can be about reinvention and kind of finding your balance through all of that. Change, death and rebirth. And I see the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is, so you are waiting for something. Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady and brings in messages. Let me see the Fool. This is where you are now. Change. That can feel like you're stuck in a spin cycle. Yeah, that's the thing with the Knight of Pentacles. He's very, very slow. And then I see the Knight of Wands. That's Queen of Wands territory. That's, again, about having confidence and belief in yourself. To take action, it's very much the opposite of the Knight of Pentacles. So again, coming in with death and rebirth, no more stuck in the mud. And then we have the Fool and the Knight of Wands, Aries energy both. Embracing your freedom, embracing this Venus energy. Let me see the Fool. The 2 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is Neptune energy. We have all that Pisces. I mean, let me be exact. I think we have Saturn there. We have Neptune itself at the 0 degree of Aries. So interesting that Neptune's coming through. But 0 degrees of Aries is basically Pisces as well. We have the North Node there. We have something else that I can't quite, Saturn, I believe. Anyways, that's why there's so much Pisces energy coming through. The 7 of Cups can be about fantasies, illusions, dreams, envisioning things. Partnership with the 2 of Cups coming up again. Now remember we saw the 2 of Cups with the High Priestess? It's interesting. It's like you have this intuition about somebody or some situation here. Okay, let's see. The High Priestess again. This intuition, something. Okay, let me see. Ace of Swords. Here's the certainty. Ace of Wands. There's the Knight of Wands. The Knight grabs hold of this wand of passion. We have Venus coming through. Whatever this is, it can be creative energy. It can be imagination. We have Seven of Cups here. It's heart chakra awakening. And it's coming in with the Ace of Swords. That's amazing. It has something to do with that dream, whatever it is that you sense. Let me see the Ace of Wands. Aces are about new beginnings, and we have death and rebirth. We have the Eight of Cups. I'm reacting that way, Cancer, because the Eight of Cups is my emotional pilgrimage card. It's a card about having courage to go after the full picture. Now, a lot of people think walking away from 8 cups is crazy because that's not bad. We got 7 cups here. Look at her walking away from that small little contained cup fire on the beach into the sun, into the horizon, with that vision of the 2 of Cups. Something is guiding you to make this journey. And what's missing from the 8 of Cups to get the full picture, which is the 10, the 2 of Cups. We saw that attached to the High Priestess. You know it, and you know who it is. So let's find out. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, that's like certainty and passion. Okay, let me see the High Priestess. Always funny when I try to clarify the High Priestess. The 2 of Wands. Now, the High Priestess is number 2 in the Major Arcana. She rules over all of the 2s. No. Look at her looking out the window of her living room, holding on to that 1 wand and navigating the way forward. Who is it? Or what is it? It could be a partnership. Coming in with the 8th house of mystery. 2 of Wands. We have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is the fight worth fighting. Now look at her. She's sitting in an energetic bubble while all of these wands are trying to permeate her space. So I always say it is about the dream worth fighting for, especially when it's coming in with the High Priestess. Okay, can I see the 7 of Wands for a minute? What was that? I think that was the Queen of Wands, you guys. Well, it's close. It's the 6 of Wands. Isn't that interesting? We go from the 6 to the 7 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is Leo energy, Mars and Leo. It is about getting what you deserve. It's about victory. Victory over a struggle, celebration. Okay. Well, this could be somebody around you. We'll go deeper. Let me see if the 8th house is tripping me up here. Could be somebody who wants your attention, because we do have this orphaned energy. Let me see the 6 of Earth in the challenge. The 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy. The 5 of Cups is about sadness and regret and looking at the past. It is a longing energy too, though. Let me see. Okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on, Cancer. Remember when I said up here, having to leave situations or people in the past. Well, the Five of Cups is sadness about having to do so. Now the Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Two of Wands. Again, I still get this pulling you onto some new horizon. We have the Fool here. It just keeps telling me you're being compelled and there's some kind of mystery. Why is the Five of Cups, Six of Pentacles in a challenge? There's the Queen of Wands. Isn't that interesting? It's the Nine of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. Trying to get to the 10. Here's the 9. I love this Nine of Cups. Look how happy she is. She's standing on the edge of that Fool's Cliff with her heart wide open. All of those cups are pouring out into the universe. And it's like, I know it's out there. Hanged Man. It's the Knight of Wands. What was being stuck isn't anymore. We already saw this Knight. The Knight of Wands is ultimately a card about exploring your own passion as well and having the confidence to go again for what you want. Let's have another one. Knight of Wands. Yes, we have the Six of Cups. Scorpio energy from the 5 to the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is soulmate energy for me, but also it's like a sense memory. It's cups, so it's in the ethereal. It's like remembering a feeling or a time and a place in life when you had this certain kind of inner hope, a knowing. Is that what it is that's compelling you forward? Let me see. The Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, Cancer. We have the Lovers. Gemini's major arcana, and I don't even know why I'm surprised, because for me as a reader, when I get the Knight of Wands and the Fool, the Lovers isn't far behind. First of all, this kind of journey always starts with an Ace of Wands, a heart chakra awakening, the fight worth the fight. The Lovers is a very difficult decision that naturally arises when our heart awakens again. It's a dilemma. And it does pull at two sides of the self is the thing. It's Gemini energy, right? It's the twins. Now this can be in the form of another person. Two of Cups. You know it's there. Justice on the bottom of the deck. Let me see the Lovers. For many of you, it can be about following a dream, though. You could have had a dream about this Two of Cups situation. Let me see the Lovers. What's the choice? Is that where the Earth energy is coming from? We have the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your opposite element. King of Pentacles. Can I see the King of Pentacles? Oh, Cancer energy there with the Queen of Cups. Look at this. She's waist deep in her intuition. And all of this water energy, the Two of Cups, the 7, and we have the 9. We got 2, 7, 9. Interesting. That's Queen of Cups territory. The water is her playground. And then on top of that Queen of Cups was the Nine of Swords, air energy. The Nine of Swords is stress and anxiety. I have something about a dream about the Two of Cups. Now, let me see the Nine of Swords. Ultimately, the Nine of Swords is a card about wanting to stay in control. 9 cups, 9 swords. A sword for every cup, everywhere. Can I see the Nine of Swords? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to need one more, but Cancer, look at this. I'm going to try to hold this up as close as I can to the camera so that hopefully you can see. In the Oracle deck, the Orphaned card, I don't know if you can see the character sitting on top of that rock. He's in exactly the same pose as the Nine of Swords. We have orphaned energy. We have some attention trying to be had. Now I see the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is ultimately a card about coming together. It's union, it's celebration, it's fun. Can I see the Three of Cups? Queen of Cups. Interesting. You, Cancer, male or female? One more. Okay, then. And then the Four of Pentacles, stuck in the mud, stuck in the spin cycle. This could be somebody around you who you've been going round and round and round. And Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. Is this really making you happy? Is it leading to the Ten of Cups? It could, that's what it could be. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Situation that isn't moving. And you acting on that dream and that intuition for some of you. I mean, again, Cancer, we have the 8th house here. You're going to have to bear with me. And a lot of Scorpio energy, which is very mysterious energy. Let me move to, yeah, we're doing the wild unknown. Okay. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords. The Fool in the World. Well, I just pointed out the Fool in the World when I was talking about the Fool. The last card to the first card, the completion of a cycle and a leap of faith into a brand new beginning. Getting unstuck. What's the cycle? Oh, the Lovers. I mean, this could be a very, very deep connection here. Let me see one more. And then we'll move to the blue deck. We have the Hermit. Okay, well, we're going to leave the main spread with 3 major arcana. Why not? We have Virgo energy here. The Hermit is about wisdom. It's about soul searching. It's about going within yourself to consult only yourself. I got that energy with the 7 of Wands as well. You know, blocking out the outside, in the world, not of it. And here's the Hermit with that Ace of Wands burning on his shell, seeking the what you know. Don't listen to anybody else. You know what's pulling you forward. With the Lovers card, the World, Fool twice. Talk about Aries energy. In astrology and in my world, Aries does mark the beginning of the new year. Especially for the cardinal signs, especially this year. What pulp card is mixed in here? What is it? Oh, no. It's the Hierophant. This is amazing because this is number 5 in the major arcana. I pointed out number 5 up here with Orphaned, the Hierophant. This can be about like belief systems, childhood, family, making a difficult decision to find what you believe. The 2 of Swords, Ace of Swords, one of those swords. It's you. Could be somebody around you. The Hierophant is all about what you believe. And now we have the 3rd ace of the Ace of Pentacles. Cancer, interesting. The Ace of Cups is missing. I don't think we need any more cups anyway. We have you going after the 2 of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer. It's that long time coming Knight of Pentacles. It's a solid new beginning. And the Hierophant always goes hand in hand with me for the 10 of Pentacles because it's something long established. whether that's your own belief systems, whether that's family or community, with change within the world of the not of the world, or of the world not in it, whatever. This is finding your own center, like I said. That calling in you that's guiding you to what you know is in the world for you. That's why you're taking that leap of faith with the Fool. The sadness, the Five of Cups, that's inevitable. It's not easy to progress, and we have the card about the progressions, and there's your moon right there. Let's go one more. King of Pentacles. I want to know who this is. You're clearly this Queen of Cups, again, male or female. Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, King of Cups. There it is. 8, 2, and the Sword of Certainty. Came out with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And we have this Queen of Wands here. So confidence as well. Whoever this is around you, it's the Star. Aquarius is major arcana. Now you could be feeling, not usually your style. Well, I was going to say not usually your style, Cancer, but it could be. This could be requiring a lot of confidence out of you to communicate with this person. Maybe to you, they're quite untouchable. But also the 10 of Cups and the Star is the wish come true. That thing that's compelling you forward. Okay. Wow. Let's go to the blue deck. The Angel of Strength, Leo energy, change, right? Strength is, again, ultimately a card about courage, like the Eight of Cups. And it is about taming the beast inside of you, whatever that is, whether, because we have you with a little fear here, whether it's fear, ego, or self-doubt, or whatever that is for you. It's facing what holds you back. Intuition, courage, right? Look at that third eye. We have financial constraints. And I had 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Cornucopia, which is the 10 of Cups. Not just about financial abundance, it's about everything abundance. Let's do one more. Door to value and caring connections. I love that because we saw the 3 of Cups, which is ultimately a card about union, right? And door to value is all about feeling valued. And as I mentioned before, perhaps you didn't in your world. Okay. Door to personal healing and happiness on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. All right. You know what? For those of you where there is romance involved, let's do a romance angel. I don't think we need to extend this. It was pretty clear, Cancer. Cancer, very clearly. I love all this Aries energy. This is the first new year in 16 years where you haven't had Pluto in your opposite sign. I've expressed it in many other videos, and we're about to wrap up, but I can't impress upon you how difficult that cycle's been, and I'm sure I don't need to. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. 8 of Cups, do the 10 of Cups. Let's do one more. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. You know that with that 2 of Cups. I keep saying that for those of you where this is romance. Okay. For some of you, that King of Pentacles, I'll just put this out there. It's not a lot of you, but for some of you, that King of Pentacles, because we have financial constraints, that could be you stepping into the mastery of the material world. And the Queen of Cups is kind of guiding you through. It's like a marrying of the 3D and the 5D for some of you. I hope that made sense. Let's go to the talisman. But we do have Venus, so money and love. So it'll be different for each of you. Okay. Okay then. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you, if they resonate, of course. Like the whole reading, now check it out. We have rebirth, first of all. Death and rebirth. How we started. We have confidence. Queen of Wands, to go your own way, to believe in what you believe. We have change, Uranus energy. We have destiny. That's why you feel compelled, and also the Lovers twice. The Hierophant, the High Priestess. The Hierophant and the High Priestess is incredibly spiritual connection. Union. Three of Cups, union. One more. And then Magic Powers, High Priestess. Beautiful. Okay, Cancer, let's close this reading off for you with a moon card. Okay, usually I do the Lover's Oracle, but moon card was loud and clear. Let's go. Makes sense. There's a new moon in Taurus on the 25th of April. Last quarter moon in Leo. Lighten up. Yay, Mars energy. Mars moving into Leo. Yeah, it'll be a lot. Again, we have that Queen of Cups, right? It'll be a lot less emotional. That is your territory. We saw the Queen of Cups in her playground. But again, stuck in the mud. It's time to have some fun. Last quarter moon in Gemini, or in Cancer. Oh, isn't that interesting? Take a breather. Cancer and Leo right here. What do we have on the bottom? Full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Courage. I have to draw one from the Lover's Oracle. It's just how I do things around here. I hope this reading resonated with you somewhat, Cancer. Hope it was helpful. It's quite an impactful time for the cardinal signs. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old, Eight of Cups, before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Well, Cancer, letting go, you are the crab. Okay. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. And don't forget about that part. Nine of Cups, Queen of Wands. Don't forget that part. Imagine, all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and new possibilities. The Fool. And all unwanted thoughts, man, it's quite literal. That's the Nine of Swords. Freedom. The Fool. Whoa, there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Very powerful reading, my friends. All right, Cancer. Happy New World. Happy New You. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Namaste.